Andy Fantus. Can't do that without.
So it's second down, Burris to throw. Got a wide open man, and Andrea Jones has the catch. And a first down inside the Toronto 50-yard line.
Good protection up front to start this game for Hamilton. You mentioned they've been off to good starts of late. A little bit of room in front of that zone defense.
So Andrea Jones with 11. Good start for Henry Burris and the Ticats. Now into Argo territory. 5 receivers, 6. Oh, snapped it. Burris wasn't ready for it. And there's Thorpe up with the fumble recovery. Marwan Haid snapped the ball before Henry Burris was ready. And they'll talk about it while Toronto takes over. First turnover of the game goes to the double blue.
Boy, take a look at that fumble again for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Looked like Marwan Hage maybe snapped when he heard something else, because Henry Burris was waving a receiver to start in motion. Didn't call for the ball at all, and it bounces off his shoulder pads.
We're still going over it on the sidelines. The Argos take over midfield. Ricky Ray with the pass, and wide open, Dontrell Inman with the catch. And Inman down to the 30-yard line, a 25-yard pickup, and that's 217 consecutive passes for Ricky Ray without an interception, and that streak alive, fortunately for him, after the drop by Rico Murray on the last series.
Well, this one's right in the hole, and looking at his throwing motion, looks nice and smooth. That nice catchable ball the receivers rave about all the time from Ricky Ray.
First and 10, and he'll swing it out. Andre Dury's got the catch. Leads the Canadian Football League in catches. That's number 69 for Andre Dury. A rare injury. In fact, the Argos did some research and couldn't find another professional quarterback who's ever torn the teres major.
There it is on the right side. That's his throwing arm, so that's a similar muscle, clear picture of it. And very unusual. You hear about the separated shoulders and the dislocations.
So 6 weeks. Got steamrolled. Brandon Isaac, the former Argo, reacquaints himself with an old teammate.
Well, that's what I mentioned off the top. Now, this is a story that's a few weeks old now. Brandon Isaac's been a Hamilton Tiger Cat for quite some time through this season, but you know, any time that he plays his old team, Brandon Isaac is going to try and make those big plays just to remind the organization that maybe they made a mistake. He steps up and is right in the backfield.
Had a couple of sacks last week. And an emphatic tackle for a loss there. Forces the Argos into a field goal situation. Swayze Waters from 35 yards out. And Waters has missed. And the Ticats will happily concede a single point. The first point they've allowed in the opening quarter in 3 games, as Waters now is 9 for 16 on the year. Ticat go back to work on offense when we return to Alumni Stadium. Argos kickers now 60% on the year, but you say this is a hold issue.
Yeah, Trevor Harris is a holder, and he misses the tee in the first try and then tries to regroup. Now, he does get it back to the tee, but the timing way off for Swayze Waters. That one goes to the holder, and he knows it went right over to his kicker immediately on the sideline during the break. Said, that was my bad. We'll get it the next time out.
Went from 1 for 4 2 weeks ago, 4 for 4 last week, and was starting to get his confidence back, but a miss here, 1-0 lead for the Argos, and Dan Lefebvre's into the game. And Lefebvre on a roll, and he'll take a hit from McCune, and that one nearly intercepted, caught out of bounds on the sidelines.
And Henry Burris goes right back in, a first down play that the Hamilton Tiger Cats will do at times. It's a chance to get themselves in a manageable situation. Usually when Dan Lefebvre comes in, though, it's to run a ride and decide or read option type play or even a quarterback sweep. This time he elects to throw it. Very lucky he didn't get caught there. Throws it out of bounds.
So Burris back in, 2nd and 10. Argos send extra people over the middle. It's a completion and a first down for the Hamilton Tiger Cats as Dobson Collins has the catch. Collins 4 catches, 55 yards last week in his first start with the Tiger Cats.
Yeah, I like what Henry Burris does. Here's the veteran in Henry Burris. Watching the snap of this football, he'll look off the defense. Look to this side of the field, look to this side of the field. He knows he's throwing it over the middle.
And now without a huddle, they swing it to the far side to C.J. Gable. That's a different alignment. They bunched 4 receivers to this near side, and we'll take another look at that last play from Burris to Gable out of the backfield. And they're in a hurry up here, so take a look at that in a moment. Right back into the hands of Gable, over 500 yards receiving, and on 2nd and short, he gets drilled close to the first down and pushed back.
Depend on the spot here.
Give us a chance to catch up.
Yeah, tries a spin move here on Marcus Ball. Ball hits him right in the middle of the back, but gets the forward progress spot and a first down for the Hamilton Ticats.
So they do give him forward progress around the 46-yard line. So a quick change of pace by Kent Austin. Lefevre, 1 play. Burris comes in and runs 3 in rapid fire. 5 receivers out. Burris underneath, and Fantouz has his first catch of the game. Ricardo Coakley, who started the season with the Ticats, has the Argo tackle.
Well, whether it be Ricardo Coakley or Jalil Carter, we're going to see where Chris Jones goes with the matchup on Andy Fantouz. Remember the first game, week 1 of the season between these two teams? Fantouz started the year with 154 yards. Last week they had Pat Watkins play him. We'll see if they put Jalil Carter in 2nd down situations or Ricardo Coakley on. That was Coakley.
First 6 for 6 out of the gate, 2nd and 4. And inside it's complete. Luke Tasker has the catch and then drop the ball. It's loose inside the 5, and the Argos will kick it out. Well, let's see how this ruled as an Argonaut kicked the football out.
If it's deliberately kicked, it goes to the opposition, which would be Hamilton. If it bounces off their leg on the way to go get it, it's Argo football, if they're the last to touch it.
Dobson Collins with the shot at it there. And would that be ruled inadvertent off Jalil Carter? From that angle, is that an intentional kick or not?
So it may be a better look here. Tough to tell. I mean, you take a look at, did he deliberately try to kick at it with the left foot?
Having another look, and Nico Thorpe was also in the area, but it was off the foot of Jalil Carter. And so a long conference here. Most famous kick out that caused a controversy was back in the 1971 Grey Cup. Argos Harry Apoff. Remember, after the Leon McQuay fumble, Toronto was supposed to get the ball back in the late stages.
The ruling on the field, Hamilton fumbled the ball. The ball was directed into goal by Toronto. Went through goal. There's a safety scored on the play. We'll give the options to Hamilton whether they wish to scrimmage or receive a kickoff.
So it is a safety as an Argonaut kicked it out into the zone end zone. So that is the
previous play. The previous play is under review.
And now being challenged. And I think Scott Milanovich is going to argue that was an inadvertent kick, and
under review as a scoring play as well if it's a 2-point safety. Scott Milanovic getting the explanation right now.
4:49 left in the first quarter. Your Hamilton Tiger Cats 2, Toronto 1.
So a scoring play is under review from Jake Ireland at the command center. At least deemed a scoring play on the field.
What they're trying to work out now, what's interesting to me is the fact that the Hamilton Tiger Cats have possession of the ball. They fumble. It's a loose ball. Did they rule Jalil Carter? We didn't get the full explanation. Did they rule Jalil Carter inadvertently kicked it, got possession because it went out of the back of the end zone? It's a safety given up by the Argos, and Hamilton gets the ball back and has elected to receive a kickoff.
So we believe that they have confirmed the call on the field, and so the Argos are ready to kick off. And the Ticats will get it back, and so Waters kicks it off, and Banks on the return. Up over the 40-yard line and across the 50 and to midfield. So the Ticats get 2 on that safety, get the ball back in great field position after a 28-yard kick return by Banks. And every year we see a play or two that you just rarely see.
I know.
And that kick into the end zone, one of them.
You got to go deep in the rule books in some of these plays, but yeah. In order for the Argos to have given up a safety, they had to have possession, and if they had possession, then it was ruled that Jalil Carter got possession on that kick, so it wasn't a deliberate kick.
And had he knocked it out along the sidelines, not in the end zone, it would have been Argo football. Quick jump by the Argos, looks like a free play, and Henry Burris is taken down back at the 48-yard line. But there were issues with offsides early last week for the Argos. They were called twice. Hamilton felt there were at least 5 times the defense was offside early, and they are offside here.
Toronto, number 96. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
And our conversation with Kent Austin took a look, and he actually said to me, he said, you get the film now. Go back and check the film of the first quarter. You tell me if there was a lot of offsides and movement. I believe they got the number. It was 95. Austin English off the edge here. You can see get that early movement. There's so much movement of the defensive line for Toronto prior to the snap and just prior. They can often get caught in that neutral zone.
Funny, I thought the Ticats looked close to offside their receivers a couple of times on the opening series of this game. Sandy Fantoons have a catch.
Late flag by the back judge as well. So far, I've seen a couple of matchups with Ricardo Coakley on Andy Fantoons. Coakley tried to play aggressively, played physical on him.
Pass interference, Toronto. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So another Argo penalty, and the Ticats move a little closer.
See how square Coakley is? That's great. Now he can jam here. No problem here with the jam. Now watch that. That's the issue right there. As soon as the jersey separates from the body, the flag's coming out.
6 pass interference calls against Toronto this year, fewest in the CFL. First down, Hamilton, another flag. Burris looking for Tasker, and just out of his reach.
Is this another movement issue?
And it's offside again against Toronto. So Kent Austin may have got a message across.
Offside, Toronto, number 24. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
That's Alonzo Lawrence on the corner who gets called.
Well, with some of the bunch formations that Hamilton will run, it'll bring the corner closer to the formation. In fact, Lawrence has a sack. And watch how they'll bring this bunch as the three receivers here come down inside, brings the corner in, he jumps into the neutral zone.
So 1st and 5, a mix up in the backfield, but they'll still get close to a first down as Brandon Banks and C.J. Gable collide. Banks a couple of carries last week, -2 yards, and been a couple of mishaps in that Tiger Cat backfield in this first quarter.
But he's getting involved offensively. Has been a returner for Brandon Banks. The fumble on that earlier series by Marwan Hayes and Henry Burris was a problem with Brandon Banks. It looked like Burris was trying to get Banks over to the right position. There you see the collision in the backfield as they try and get coordinated here.
Short yardage team comes on. 2nd and a yard. They do hand it off inside. Gable a little stutter step and bounces outside for the first down. His first spin of the game down to the 23-yard line when it looked like he might be flirting with a little danger.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you stop your feet on short yardage, be careful, because a little bit of penetration from the defensive line and it's over. You don't get the required yards. You got to have a lot of confidence at that tailback spot to be able to jab your feet like that 3 yards behind the line. Be confident you have the speed to bounce it. C.J. Gable's got that confidence over the last 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, 7 times in the last 8 weeks he's had 100 yards plus from scrimmage. They stay double tight ends and they feed the football to Gable again. No, they don't. Great fake, and Bakari Grant, near circus one-handed catch.
What a play fake by Henry Burris.
I bet.
Yeah, and so did cameras, and so did the Toronto Argonauts. In fact, we're all looking around trying to say, who has the football? It looked like it was just a running play to Gable, but watch how Burris is going to hide the football on his hip, in behind his back. There's the football hidden behind his back. Defense not sure if Gable has it, who has it. They react late. And Nico Thorpe got there to help knock that out of there.
Ticats are 6 for 6 in second down conversions. Bakari Grant is way ahead of the play that time, and this will be an offside against the Hamilton receiving corps. Last week, 61.5% efficient on second down.
Offside, Hamilton, number 84. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
A couple of these, we've seen these on both sides now in this first quarter, and something that both these coaches are going to want to clean up. I mean, we're deep into the season now, and offsides that possibly take a major off the board or a big sack or something like that become real costly.
Second and 15. Here comes the rush. Burris steps up. One stops and Collins at the pylon, and they'll call him out at the 1-yard line. Collins thought he was in, and Henry Burris with a laser.
He thought he was in as well. He's reacting as if it's a touchdown. We'll take a look to see if he did cross the plane. But what a throw by Burris on the run. He first of all drops deep. This is a big 9-step drop, then steps up into it. On the run, puts it out over the shoulder.
First and goal for 1.
Now, does the ball cross the plane before he steps out? They're the white line. I think they got it bang on.
There will be a challenge from the Ticat bench. See if that first step just outside the 1 is the one they're calling or not.
I know Dobson Collins reached out with his right hand with the ball in it, but looked to me like the left foot had already stepped on the white line. Let's take another look. I'll show you
Toronto
again.
is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass. We'll review the play.
And then that.
Clearly out there, but if that one, if the